For us, a $90 million opening weekend is good news.
And you just said that on camera. This going viral.
Ape Nation, thank you for helping me pass 200 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, hopefully I can earn it today. Ape Nation, what's going on? It is Wednesday, June 30th, 2021. And today I wanted to get in a couple things real quick this morning. Starting with Black Widow. Black Widow reviews came out yesterday. It's got an 85% on Tomato Meter. And that's from 102 reviews. And in comparison, they are saying this is going to be, the box office numbers will be closer to Ant-Man and The Incredible Hulk stories as far as box office receipts. Now, something we have taken in consideration, here's another rating on it. It got a 4.8 here. This is on audience reviews, probably from test screenings. But on Bounding Into Comics, which is a negative website for movies always for some reason, they're talking about the Black Widow box office projections and how they look really bad. Here's the only thing that matters to us as AMC shareholders. It says Box Office Tracking and Forecast website Box Office Pro recently released their projections for Disney and Marvel Studios' upcoming Black Widow film, and they do not look good. Box Office Pro predicts that Black Widow will have an opening weekend between 65 and 90 million. However, they specifically home in and predict the movie will make 77 million in its opening weekend. Now, for us, really the only thing that I think matters truly is if it beats F9. So if it does make 77 million, that's good news for us. As long as blockbusters are going up every weekend in what they are bringing in, that's all we really need to concern ourselves with. If it doesn't do as good as other movies, who cares? I could care less. I mean, I love movies and all that, and I went to school for film, but it's not that big of a deal to me if Disney doesn't make another $15 million and they break at 90. So I think as long as we meet or exceed that prediction, then it's just more good news for AMC as far as them, not being able to short this down to zero. That's not going to happen at this point. All right, moving on. So someone asked me the other day of my opinions on Lou vs. Wall Street, and I think I've been pretty solid about the fact that I think that he has good intentions with his channel. For the most part, I don't see any problem with him. But I do want to break something down that I found interesting. So, starting back on the 26th, he was doing a video, and he was talking about the calm before the storm. And he mentioned a couple things. One thing about a Friday, Monday, Tuesday, and it wasn't a deadline. He was basically talking about the implementation of the DTCC filing for 005, I believe. And it wasn't malicious at all. He was just saying that, yeah, it got signed into effect, the proposal on Wednesday, give it a few days to actually be implemented, and then you might start seeing results from it. I don't believe that. I just think that these SEC filings are kind of BS. I mean, so what's going to happen if they don't do that? They get fined like usual? They're losing billions of dollars a day. What's a $35 million fine? So I want to go back to the 26th in his video. And what does he have to say? And at first, he's going to talk about some people at the top and why they can't F us over.
They gotta fuck people on top. And there's this one chick up there, her husband is involved in this as far as like he's holding. And let me tell you something, forget about us. You don't wanna fuck him because you're gonna fuck her. And if you fuck her, we fuck you. So at the end of the day, you're fucking good to go. And people go, no, but what if they didn't do something to us and just fuck us at the end? Bullshit. Because immediately the street will never see one. Hold on a second. If they were to fuck us, which they won't, if they were to fuck us, the street will not see $1 of retail investment ever. Not one person will be in the fucking market ever again, retail. everybody that's in retail would unwind their positions, causing a massive shockwave through everything. Amazon, fucking.
All right, so about that clip in the video, I totally understand what he's saying. It took me a while. When I saw it last week, I didn't understand. I had no idea who he's. I'm like, who are these people he's talking about? This person at the top and her, yada yada. And then it finally dawned on me, and I think he's talking about Nancy Pelosi. And I remember back, there was a Reddit post from a month ago where people were talking about Paul Pelosi, which is Nancy Pelosi's husband. He's a big-time investment guy. And there was this DD that came out in Reddit that has the links to everything you need to know. And everything in the DD is true. I double-checked it last night to make sure. Her husband does have a position in Bernstein. And Alliance, is it Alliance Bernstein? Yeah, Alliance Bernstein. So they made a huge purchase of AB stock. So not AMC. They bought Alliance Bernstein stock, which is this investment firm. You can buy shares in their company. It's right here. Is publicly owned investment manager. The firm also provides research to its clients, provides services to investment companies, pension and profit sharing plans, banks and thrift institutions, trust, estates, government agencies, charitable organizations, individuals, corporations, and other business entities. And they were founded back in 1987. I believe they, Alliance and Bernstein were two different companies, and they both joined up. I think that happened in 2000. So I think that's what he's talking about. So to clarify, I don't know why he just doesn't come out and say this, but it's Nancy Pelosi's husband, Paul. He bought $4.65 million of Alliance Bernstein in shares, which came out to 455,000 shares, and they have a huge investment in AMC. They're just a big retailer that has a big institution that has a big position in AMC. So she didn't necessarily buy AMC stock, but I get where he's going with this. So to clarify, that's what he means by that, I believe. Now, the other thing in this clip was at 3 minutes.
To actually go execute it, and then the effects of, because everything is paper. People have to pull paper. Oh my God, I don't have that file. Delete that motherfucker, shred it. Shit like that happens. You got to give it a couple of days. So the 002, the 005, got to give it a couple of days to dig in. That's why I told you guys a couple of days ago, I'm looking more Friday, yesterday, towards Tuesday. That's when the real deal comes. But remember this. What, Lou? The people that are in this big time, they're already planning what they're going to do with this money moving forward. So that should give you a vote of confidence in where you're standing.
So if he's talking about the Pelosi's, I mean, they're set for life. Alliance Bernstein can go to zero, and Paul Pelosi is going to be just fine. So that's how this conversation came up about Friday, Monday, Tuesday. Now, he went into another video and addressed this last night.
The days, in order, especially 005, in order to take effect. So when it happened, I said, look towards like Friday to Monday, because when everything passes, implementation and so on. Now I got a bunch of idiots online. Oh, what happened to Friday, Monday to Tuesday? I don't know, you tell me. So you're telling me that new rule on the failure to deliver, that's nothing? Lou just fucked you up with a hook. Listen to me. This isn't fact check me only. This is motherfucking fact check you. Before you post something up, why don't you start taking a look at something other than social media, Reddit, and start doing some research on your own and find out what that means? Because the fact that they're going to have to cover those FTDs was one of the reasons why we've been fucked for so long. Okay? Long time. So, I love how people, one paper tiger, I called them out like, yeah, like nothing happened, but that happened. That's some major fucking shit. Okay? So now, that rule that's put into place, we've been added to that list, but that rule everything keeps getting closer and closer and closer and closer. I'm not gonna be one of the super chatters on the fucking taking money. Oh, thank you very much for that fucking donation. I'm about to fucking hit him.
He goes hard at the super chatters, man. I'm not a big fan either, but he at least 2 times a video, he is after the super chatters. All right, so in this little clip right here, he is saying that people are calling him out for nothing happening Friday, Monday, or Tuesday. And he comes back, and of course, there's some threats involved, whether it's legal or on the street. So he basically comes back and says that, well, what happened? Something major happened, and something major did happen. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but some other people do, that we got put on this threshold security list. AMC is on it now, meaning that there's probably a good chance that there's a lot of naked shorting and failure to deliver out there, and they're requiring them to cover all the FTDs, which is just, I mean, it's good news for us, but I don't see this being an immediate solving the problem of what's going on in the market or causing us to squeeze. I just don't see it as that big of a catalyst. It's just another rule they put in place, and these guys are going to keep kicking the can down the road. Any way they can keep finding a loophole, whatever way it is. I mean, they keep putting more and more rules in place, and all we keep doing is, barcoding between 52 and 60. So it is what it is. But so he talks about people calling him out on things and giving specific dates and yada yada. And he's pissed about that they're saying that, and he's right. I mean, he didn't say anything specifically. So you can't get mad at him for saying, oh, well, it's, I look at Friday, Monday, Tuesday, because that's when implementation will take place, and you'll begin to see fruits that will bear from this new DTCC 005. But then last night, so I'm watching this video, and I'm doing my research for this video for this morning, and I watched this video from last night, and watch what happens.
Anyway. Just want to let everybody know on Instagram, I am no longer allowed to do live streams. So I can't do live streams on Instagram, which is kind of a bitch because that was the free live stream. Whatever. I'm never doing a fucking super chat, so it doesn't matter. Coincidinky that they're going to block me now. Look at me looking here, looking there. I feel like I'm fighting for my life for this guy in the fucking camera here. Anyway. I'll poke him in the fucking eye.
I don't know why on God's green earth they would ban him from Instagram right now. I have no idea. But it's just another... lose the storyteller, and that's the way I look at him. Yeah, he has some insights to the street, and any little piece of information I can get to fortify my position and me sticking with this cause and knowing that we haven't got paid yet, I'll take any information I can get, but I'm always skeptical a little bit. All right, and here's the other thing. So he's talking about him not giving catalysts and specific dates, yada yada. And then last night, literally 4 hours later, he drops this video.
Channel is like about protection. It's not, hey, thank you for that $200 donation. Let me see what I can tell you about this stock you shouldn't be looking at. That kind of stuff. Anyway, what am I gonna do? Whatever, I don't give a fuck. Remember, you check out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever the fuck it is. Listen, just keep that in your brain, keep that in your radar. Stay connected. It's not like an emergency type thing. It's not like that. But so many weird shits happen here, and this channel is like about protection. It's not, hey, thank you for that $200 donation. Let me see what I can tell you about this stock you shouldn't be looking at. That kind of stuff. Anyway, what am I gonna do?
So then he continues in the very next video to start telling people about keep an eye out for Thursday, people banging out of work before the 4th of July holiday. And I'll be honest, with him, I agree. If they were to pull a way to sneak the short squeeze and get as many people out of their ability or their consciousness to be around the app or the phone or the computer or whatever to try to close their short positions. I would think they would try and do it at a holiday time when, especially 4th of July, when everyone's away, they're in places where they can't get a signal. I mean, I know that's not as common now, but it makes sense that that's when they would try to pull something if they were going to. So I don't think he's being malicious or anything. I think this is part of his restitution. You know, he has some issues with pleading guilty to some federal fraud charges last year, and he's got a bunch of restitution to pay. And I think maybe that him trying to help people is part of his restitution, making good on whatever happened. I mean, he pleaded guilty, so I don't know. But I don't think his intentions are bad. So I think if you can get any information from him, or you like his storytelling, then go for it. It doesn't really bother me that much, honestly. I wish he wouldn't like threaten people physically and with lawsuits, but it is what it is. All right, let's take a quick look at AMC right now in the pre-market, and let's make sure this is updated. Yes. All right, so right now we were at 56.75. We're up 32 cents, almost a half a percentage point. All right, guys, that's all I got for this morning. I hope you guys have a great day. Stay away from the computer. Don't look at the lines. Don't get emotional. Just hold your position. And hopefully this thing's coming to an end soon. But there are no catalysts I see at all. All right, that's all I got. This is Ape Nation. I'm the Master Lorian, and I'm out.